she knew she loved him when home went from being a place to being a person. If I had to choose between breathing or loving you, I would say I love you with my last breath. If you find someone you love in your life, then hang on to that love. If one day the moon calls you by your name, don't be surprised, because every night I tell her about you. I love you the way a drowning man loves air, and it would destroy me to have you just a little. I loved her against reason, against promise, against peace, against hope, against happiness, against all discouragement that could be. I will love you all my life, and when I die, I will still love you through eternity and beyond. My love for you has no depth. Its boundaries are ever expanding. I would rather spend one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone. Each day I love you more, today more than yesterday and less than tomorrow. Once upon a time there was a boy who loved a girl, and her laughter was a question he wanted to spend his whole life answering. If I never see you again, I will always carry you inside, outside, on my fingertips and at brain edges and in centers of what I am, of what remains. He's more myself than I am. Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same. You are my heart, my life, my one and only thought. In all the world, there is no heart for me like yours. In all the world, there is no love for you like mine. I'm not a religious person, but I do sometimes think God made you for me. I belong to my beloved, and my beloved is mine. Loved you yesterday, love you still, always have, always will. Your love is better than ice cream, better than anything else I've tried. The secret of a happy marriage is finding the right person. You know they're right if you love to be with them all the time. If not for you, my sky would fall, rain would gather too. Without your love, I'd be nowhere at all. I'd be lost if not for you. I fell in love the way you fall asleep, slowly and then all at once. They say love is the best investment. The more you give, the more you get in return. Never above you, never below you, always beside you. Love is a gift of one's innermost soul to another, so both can be whole. Love does not consist in gazing at each other, but in looking outward together in the same direction. Love is that condition in which the happiness of another person is essential to your own. One is loved because one is loved. No reason is needed for loving. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Love doesn't grow at a steady rate, but advances in surges, bolts, and wild leaps. Love is when he gives you a piece of your soul that you never knew was missing. I have found the paradox that if you love until it hurts, there can be no more hurt, only more love. Nobody has ever measured, not even poets, how much the heart can hold. True love is rare, and it's the only thing that gives life real meaning. Love has nothing to do with what you are expecting to get, only with what you are expecting to give, which is everything. Love is a fire. But whether it is going to warm your hearth or burn down your house, you can never tell. When someone loves you, the way they talk about you is different. You feel safe and comfortable. You don't love someone because they're perfect. You love them in spite of the fact that they're not. Familiar acts are beautiful through love. Of all forms of caution, caution in love is perhaps the most fatal to true happiness. Love is the longing for the half of ourselves we have lost. For small creatures such as we, the vastness is bearable only through love. I love you not because of who you are, but because of who I am when I am with you. Love isn't something you find. Love is something that finds you. Every atom of your flesh is as dear to me as my own. In pain and sickness, it would still be dear. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. Love recognizes no barriers. To love is to burn, to be on fire. I love you right up to the moon and back. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be. You are my sun, my moon, and all my stars. If I know what love is, it is because of you. My soul and your soul are forever tangled. Love her, but leave her wild. I knew I loved you before I met you. Love is friendship on fire. I love you if you love me. I need you like a heart needs a beat. Love is the absence of judgment. Love is, above all, the gift of oneself. There is no limit to the power of loving. You can't blame gravity for falling in love. Love is a friendship set to music. There is no remedy for love but to love more. I love you more than I have ever found a way to say to you. We can only learn to love by loving. Love is not love until love's vulnerable. You are all of my today and all of my tomorrows. You have bewitched me, body and soul. Love is an irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. You're my 1 in 5 billion. When you're a kid, you assume your parents are soulmates. My kids are going to be right about that. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. It's enough for this restless wanderer just to be with you. Happiness is anyone, and anything at all that's loved by you. I look at you, and I'm home.